The Silk Road, a name that evokes mystery and adventure. It conjures up images of camel caravans laden with exotic goods, traversing vast deserts and rugged mountains. But the Silk Road was more than just a trade route. It was a network of paths, a tapestry of cultures, weaving together the East and the West for over 1,500 years. From the bustling markets of Chang'an, now modern-day Xi'an in China, the Silk Road stretched westward. It snaked its way through the heart of Central Asia, touching upon vibrant cities like Samarkand and Bukhara. The Silk Road continued its journey, eventually reaching the distant empires of Rome and Constantinople. This network of routes wasn't just about silk, though this luxurious fabric did give the route its name. It was a conduit for the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. Precious metals, spices, and ceramics flowed westward, while horses, glassware, and textiles journeyed eastward. The Silk Road wasn't just a path for merchants and their wares. Buddhist monks traveled along its dusty tracks, carrying their faith and teachings to new lands. Islam spread westward along the Silk Road, leaving an indelible mark on the cultural landscape. The Silk Road was a vibrant artery, pulsing with the lifeblood of civilization. The Silk Road, for all its romance, was not without its perils. Traders faced a myriad of challenges as they traversed its length. The journey was fraught with danger. The vast distances, unforgiving terrain, and unpredictable weather could spell disaster for ill-prepared caravans. Bandits and raiders lurked in the shadows of mountain passes and desert dunes. They preyed on unsuspecting traders, eager to plunder their valuable cargoes. Political instability and shifting alliances along the route often meant additional taxes, tolls, or even outright confiscation of goods. Despite these hardships, the Silk Road flourished for centuries. However, its decline began with the rise of maritime trade routes in the 15th and 16th centuries. European powers, seeking alternative routes to the east, established sea routes that could carry larger quantities of goods more efficiently. The once bustling Silk Road gradually fell into disuse. Its once great cities, hubs of commerce and culture, faded into relative obscurity. The echoes of camel bells and the murmur of multilingual traders were replaced by the silence of the desert winds. The Silk Road, once a vibrant testament to human ingenuity and interconnectedness, became a memory etched in sand and stone. In recent years, the Silk Road has been thrust back into the global spotlight. China, with its ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, envisions a modern-day revival of this ancient network. The BRI, launched in 2013, is a massive infrastructure project that aims to connect China with the rest of the world. This modern Silk Road consists of two main components, the Silk Economic Belt and the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road. The Silk Economic Belt focuses on land-based infrastructure, including railways, highways and pipelines crisscrossing Central Asia, Russia and Europe. The Maritime Silk Road, meanwhile, seeks to establish maritime routes connecting China to Southeast Asia, Africa and Europe. The BRI is about more than just infrastructure. It's about fostering economic cooperation, increasing trade, and strengthening ties between China and participating countries. The initiative has the potential to reshape global trade patterns, shifting the center of economic gravity eastward. The BRI has been met with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Supporters see it as an engine for economic growth, particularly for developing countries. Critics, however, voice concerns about debt traps, environmental degradation, and China's growing geopolitical influence. Uzbekistan, strategically located in the heart of Central Asia, plays a pivotal role in the BRI's land-based Silk Economic Belt. Historically, Uzbekistan was a crossroads of civilizations, a meeting point for cultures and commerce along the ancient Silk Road. Cities like Samarkand and Bukhara were renowned centers of learning, art and trade. Today, Uzbekistan is once again at the forefront of this resurgent network. The country's geographic location makes it a natural transit hub for goods and energy flowing between China, Central Asia and beyond. Uzbekistan is actively participating in the BRI, recognizing the potential for economic growth and development. A key element of this new Silk Road is the China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan Railway. This ambitious project aims to connect China directly to Uzbekistan and by extension to the markets of Europe and the Middle East. This railway line will significantly reduce transport times and costs, facilitating trade and boosting economic activity. Uzbekistan is also working to modernize its own infrastructure, including roads, airports and logistics centers, to capitalize on its strategic location and become a key player in the BRI. The country is positioning itself as a gateway to Central Asia, attracting foreign investment and fostering economic diversification. Economic prosperity benefits for China and Uzbekistan. The Belt and Road Initiative promises significant economic benefits for both China and Uzbekistan. For China, the BRI represents an opportunity to secure new markets for its goods and services, expanding its economic influence westward. By investing in infrastructure and fostering economic cooperation, China aims to strengthen its ties with Central Asian countries like Uzbekistan. The BRI provides China with alternative trade routes, reducing its reliance on the vulnerable sea lanes currently dominated by the US Navy. It also allows China to tap into new sources of raw materials and energy resources, which are crucial for sustaining its economic growth. For Uzbekistan, the BRI offers a chance to attract much-needed foreign investment, modernize its infrastructure, and boost its economy. The construction of new railways, highways, and pipelines will create jobs and stimulate economic activity. Improved connectivity with China and other BRI countries will open up new markets for Uzbek exports, such as textiles, agricultural products, and natural resources. The BRI presents Uzbekistan with an opportunity to diversify its economy, moving away from its dependence on cotton production. By developing its manufacturing and logistics sectors, Uzbekistan can position itself as a regional hub for trade and investment. This economic transformation promises to improve living standards and create new opportunities for the Uzbek people. Geopolitical chessboard global reactions to the BRI. The BRI, with its potential to reshape global trade and geopolitical dynamics, has elicited a range of reactions from world powers. Russia, initially wary of China's growing influence in Central Asia, has cautiously embraced the BRI as an opportunity for economic cooperation. The Eurasian Economic Union, led by Russia, sees the BRI as a potential complement to its own integration efforts in the region. However, Russia remains vigilant about maintaining its traditional sphere of influence in Central Asia and ensuring that the BRI does not undermine its strategic interests. The United States, viewing the BRI through the lens of strategic competition with China, has expressed skepticism and concern. The US government has criticized the BRI for lacking transparency, burdening countries with unsustainable debt, and promoting Chinese influence at the expense of others. European nations have adopted a more nuanced approach to the BRI. Some European countries, eager to access new markets and investment opportunities, have joined the initiative. Others remain cautious about the geopolitical implications of China's growing influence, particularly in Eastern Europe. The European Union is seeking to develop its own connectivity strategy to rival the BRI, promoting European standards and values. Engineering feats overcoming obstacles in construction. Constructing the new Silk Road is not without its challenges. The sheer scale of the BRI, spanning multiple countries and diverse geographical terrains, presents formidable engineering obstacles. The China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan Railway, for instance, must navigate the treacherous Pamir Mountains, known as the Roof of the World. Engineers must contend with high altitudes, extreme temperatures, and seismic activity. The railway line will require numerous tunnels and bridges to traverse towering peaks and deep gorges. Construction in remote and challenging environments also poses logistical hurdles in terms of transporting materials and equipment. Another challenge is ensuring the environmental sustainability of the BRI projects. The construction of new infrastructure can have significant impacts on ecosystems, particularly in sensitive areas like deserts and mountains. Environmental impact assessments, mitigation measures, and close monitoring are crucial to minimize negative consequences and promote sustainable development. Despite these challenges, the construction of the new Silk Road is forging ahead. Chinese companies, renowned for their engineering prowess, are at the forefront of these projects, employing innovative techniques and advanced technologies to overcome obstacles. A new era of global trade, the Silk Road's legacy. The revival of the Silk Road through the BRI has the potential to usher in a new era of global trade and interconnectedness. Improved infrastructure, reduced transport costs, and increased economic cooperation can unlock new opportunities for growth and development, particularly in developing countries. The BRI could foster greater economic integration between Asia, Europe, and Africa, creating a more multipolar world order. Enhanced connectivity could facilitate the flow of not just goods and services, but also ideas, cultures, and people. However, realizing the full potential of the new Silk Road requires addressing concerns about debt sustainability, transparency, and environmental impact. International cooperation and dialogue are essential to ensure that the BRI benefits all participating countries and contributes to a more inclusive and prosperous future. The Silk Road, once a testament to the enduring human spirit of exploration, trade, and cultural exchange, is poised for a 21st century resurgence. As the world watches, the new Silk Road is being woven thread by thread, connecting economies, cultures, and destinies in ways both profound and uncertain.